A heartbreaking tragedy has unfolded in southern Lebanon, where an Israeli airstrike has claimed the lives of 4 US citizens, including 3 innocent children. This devastating event has sent shockwaves through the region and raised urgent questions about the ongoing conflict and its toll on civilians. According to the Lebanese government, 5 people were killed in total during the strike on Sunday, with 4 of them being American nationals. Among the victims were a father and his 3 children, a loss that has deeply saddened Lebanese officials and the international community alike. Israel's military confirmed that the operation targeted and successfully eliminated a Hezbollah operative in the southern town of Bint Jbeil. However, they also acknowledged that several uninvolved civilians were tragically caught in the crossfire. In an official statement, the Israel Defense Forces (IDF) expressed regret over the civilian casualties and emphasized their efforts to minimize harm during such operations. They also noted that the incident is currently under review to understand what went wrong. Lebanese Speaker of Parliament, Nabi Berri, publicly mourned the deaths of the American family members, highlighting the profound human cost of the strike. Meanwhile, Lebanese Foreign Minister Youssef Raji revealed that the mother of the family was critically injured in the attack, adding another layer of tragedy to the incident. Efforts to obtain a response from the US State Department were underway, with CNN reaching out for official comments. Details from Lebanon's state-run national news agency, NNA, paint a grim picture. A drone fired 2 missiles targeting a motorcycle and a Mercedes car. The father and his children were inside the car and lost their lives, while the motorcyclist, believed to be the intended target of the strike, was also killed. Lebanon's Prime Minister Nawaf Salam did not hold back in his condemnation, describing the airstrike as a massacre against civilians. He framed the attack as a deliberate message of intimidation aimed at people returning to their homes in southern Lebanon. Salam called on the international community to strongly denounce Israel for what he described as repeated breaches of international law and United Nations resolutions. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, expressed its horror and outrage over the deaths of the 3 children from the same family. In a statement posted on X, formerly Twitter, UNICEF declared that attacks on children are unconscionable and stressed that no child should ever have to suffer or lose their life because of conflict. They urged an immediate halt to hostilities to protect children everywhere. This tragic strike comes despite a ceasefire agreement brokered by the United States last November between Israel and Hezbollah, the Lebanese militant group. Despite this agreement, Israel has continued to conduct military operations in Lebanon, raising concerns about the fragile nature of peace in the region. Lebanon's President, Joseph Aoun, who was attending the United Nations General Assembly in New York at the time, condemned the attack and accused Israel of ongoing violations of international resolutions, particularly the ceasefire agreement. From New York, Aoun appealed to world leaders gathered at the UN to take decisive action to end these violations, emphasizing that there can be no peace over the blood of our children. Adding to the complexity of the situation, this attack followed remarks by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu during a cabinet meeting. Netanyahu spoke of Israel's victories in Lebanon against Hezbollah, suggesting that these military successes have paved the way for potential peace talks with Syria, Israel's northern neighbor. But here's where it gets controversial. While Israel frames these strikes as necessary actions against militant threats, the loss of innocent civilian lives, especially children, raises profound ethical and legal questions. How do we balance national security with the protection of innocent lives? And what responsibility does the international community bear in preventing such tragedies? This incident is a stark reminder of the human cost of ongoing conflicts and the urgent need for renewed diplomatic efforts to protect civilians caught in the crossfire. What do you think? Are military strikes justified if they risk civilian casualties? or should there be stricter international oversight? Share your thoughts and join the conversation. CNN's Caitlin Danaher contributed to this report.